Hey there, Regina Anley here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. This week, our theme is AI strategy. It is not about using AI, it's about the strategy behind it. Why are we talking about this? Well, I am seeing over and over and over again people saying that they're overwhelmed because of all of these tools, all of the things that they're doing, that AI is actually making more work for them because they're trying to learn these tools, do all this stuff, and then try to apply it to their business. And they're not necessarily applying it to their business in a structured manner. It's kind of willy-nilly all over the place. This tool just came out, that tool just came out, got to try this, got to add this, kind of all over the place. Anybody who's in any kind of an AI program where you're learning more tools and getting more tips and tricks on AI on a regular basis, that might be even driving you even crazier. Why? Because there's just so much going on. We are in the middle of this AI explosion. Now, AI is very useful for your business. It can help you do a lot of things. But there's a big but there. You need to build an AI strategy. So today we're talking about what it means to build that AI strategy because, there's a few different things that you need to look at for your specific business. Remember, when we talk about things here, we talk about your unicorn factor. It's all about what is specific and unique for you. It's not me saying, hey, you need to use this tool, you need to use that tool. Because you know what? That tool might not be right for you. It might be right for me, but not right for you. So to create an AI strategy, there are 5 things that I want you to take a look at. And then on Thursday, I'm actually going to show you how to use AI to create your AI strategy. So come and join us for the AI Spotlight on Thursday, because we're going to actually use AI to create the AI strategy. For now, what you really want to do is, step 1 is audit where you are right now. There was a time when I was spending over $200, up to, I think it was like $260, $240, $260 on tools. And why was that? They're $20 a pop, right? $20 a month. And I was spending like $240 to $260 a month because all these new tools kept coming out and I kept jumping on. Hey, that tool looks cool. That tool is cool. $20 a pop, $260. Do the math. That's a lot of tools. The reality was I was only using 3 or 4 of them on a consistent basis. So stop right now and do an audit. Where are you right now? What AI tools are you using even occasionally? And which ones have you subscribed to and possibly forgotten that maybe you subscribed for the full year and they're going to come up on renewal sometime and you're going to be like, oh, wait, I don't even use that tool anymore. Do a full audit of all of the tools that you've got in your toolbox right now, your AI toolbox right now. And what are you using them for? Are you actually using them on a regular basis? Generally speaking, there's somewhere between 3 to 5 tools that are like the core tools that you need in your AI toolbox. Outside of that, you probably don't need a lot more. You might need an occasional here and there. And in some cases, you can use the free version if you need something occasional, right? So check and see what you use and do that audit. And then next, identify in your business, what are your biggest time drains? What are those things that just suck you in? Before you know it, the day's over and you're like, I just spent all day doing this and I got nothing else done. I didn't talk to one client. I didn't bring in one new lead, nothing, because I was so busy doing this. Maybe that's marketing. Maybe it's building an offer. Maybe it's trying to figure out your whole foundation through your offer to figure out what your whole business strategy is. Identify what that biggest time drain is. That's where your strategy starts. What do you actually dread doing? Is it posting to social media? Personally, while I have no problem being on video, I hate creating reels. I just find it I just find it too time consuming. So I know that's one of those things. So I went out and found a tool. I'm using Opus Clip that can take stuff like this and create clips out of it without me doing too much work. So that was my solution for what I was doing. But what are those things that you dread doing? What takes you longer than it should? Maybe it's creating content. Maybe it's your nurture sequence with people coming into your world. They come in as a prospect and moving them into a client. What does that, we'll call it funnel, look like, where you're nurturing them along the way? Is that what takes extra long? Whatever that is, write it all down. Writing content, responding to emails, creating your client materials, planning, coming up with the new ideas. Those are all things that might be on that list. So those are the pain points that you want to roadmap out. Now, you're not looking for like the coolest AI tool. You're looking for a tool that solves your specific problem, right? So once you know what those are, we're going to match the tools to the problems. Now that you know all of the things that are time sucks for you, then now you want to go in and go, okay, well, what AI tool is best for that? If it's content creation, maybe it's Claude, maybe it's ChatGPT, maybe it's Manus, maybe it's Gemini, maybe it's Pocket Marketer, maybe it's one of the other tools that are out there. What is best for you for what you need to get done? Content and writing, it might be Claude, ChatGPT. Image creation, it might be Canva AI, or maybe Adobe Firefly, something like that. If you're transcribing stuff, maybe it's Otter AI or Read AI or Descript, something like that. Scheduling and planning, maybe Motion or Notion AI, that kind of thing. Email drafting, that kind of thing. You might be using Claude or ChatGPT, maybe even Manus. If you're creating PowerPoint presentations on a regular basis, maybe Manus is what you're looking for. So the rule here is one problem, one tool. Don't stack like 5 tools all on the same thing. So if you have a content creation AI tool, use that as your content creation AI tool. You don't need to bounce back and forth and have 5 million different apps going. Just find one that works best for you. And that might take some trial and error, but you're eventually going to figure out which one works best for you. And then step number 4 is build your workflow. So a tool itself is not a strategy. The workflow is. So it's where you decide that process, the order of operations, how your tools are going to work for you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How are you going to use them during your everyday work week? How are you going to plan that into your strategy so you know consistently what you're using, how you're using it, what the tool's doing for you, and where it's saving you time? If it's not saving you time, it's the wrong tool. So if you've got an AI tool right now, yes, there may be a learning curve. So give yourself a little time. If you're picking a tool that you haven't used before, you may need a little bit of learning time to basically learn how to use the tool. So let's discount that. Once you know how to use it, it should be saving you time. If it's creating more work for you, then it is the wrong tool. So this is why we carefully want to find the right tools for the right task. And again, that's going to be unique to your business. You want to have this routine in place that makes it repeatable, simple, every single week, week in and week out. And because you can put this together and make it repeatable, you can create the process for it. So if you decide you want to outsource it, you just pick it up and say, okay, here's what I do. Here's the tool that I use for it, and give it to somebody else to take care of for you, which is always good for, time management. So number 5, test, tweak, and lock it in. That's actually number 5 is, after about 2 weeks of a tool, use the free version at first. And then after about 2 weeks of using it, did you actually use it? Was it actually useful? Did it save you more time? Did it have too many steps or too hard to learn? Decide what works best. Adjust what's working, adjust what's not working, and keep what is working, right? So your strategy is not set in stone. You want to make sure that you're using the right tools for the right tasks. The goal is not to use every single AI tool that comes across your desk, because there are literally hundreds of thousands of them at this point. There are hundreds of thousands of AI tools out there right now. You could have a field day. You could spend all day long just playing with AI tools and get nothing done. So the goal is to find what tools work best for your unique situation and create that AI strategy for how you're going to use those tools, what you're going to use them for. So not only are you creating the strategy for you, but you're creating it so that if you decide you want to outsource it, now easy peasy, you just take that process and give it to the person that you're outsourcing it to. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I want to make sure you're using AI effectively as opposed to just willy-nilly all over the place. And in order to do that, you actually need to put an AI strategy in place. So on Thursday, we're going to actually use AI to create an AI strategy. I've created a very comprehensive prompt that I'm going to give to you on Friday in the Friday freebie out in the group, out in our Facebook group. Join us out there because I am dropping that in to Friday freebie, the entire big long prompt that basically the prompt will prompt you to answer a bunch of questions and build the exact AI stack unique for you and your business. How cool is that, right? So join us for the Thursday AI Spotlight. Check that out. And if you have any questions about your AI strategy or what tools you're using, or if you don't know, or maybe you have some questions about, I don't know, is this tool the right tool? Is it not the right tool? Feel free to put it in the chat. I am happy to help you get the right tools into your toolbox so that you can be more effective in your business. That's what I've got for you today. We'll see you next time on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Bye for now.